close to the sun.
Hello everyone! Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be covering a very small update to the game. You probably wouldn't really notice it unless you checked the development logs or if you checked for yourself. This is just a small thing they added today. Also, by the way, you might notice my voice sounds a bit raspy. I'm sick. However, I'm recovering. It sounded way worse a couple days ago. It was like I could barely talk. I'm on my way to recovery though. My voice is still recovering from sickness. But yeah, today I'm going to be showing you a small update that has been added to the lower jaw. So as you may have noticed, the lower jaw on most tribe models was part of the main scales. However, a lot of people liked making their lower jaw match the color of the underbelly, but on some tribes it was hard to do that. For the longest time it was just hard to do that. However, they made an adjustment, so now that can be done way easier. Without further ado, let's go to the main menu and check it out. So what I want to show you here is that the jaw portion of all the tribes has been added to the underbelly palette, rather than the main scales palette. That way you can make the lower jaw much lighter so it can match the underbelly scales if you want. Or if you want, you can just make it much lighter. A lot of tribes have had this adjustment. Some of them already had the feature where you could make the lower jaw the same color as the top scales, but some of them didn't have that. Let me show you an example. Just ignore the first Nightwing. I do not think that this is going to load for me. Oh wait, we're getting somewhere. I got it to load, so now I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So notice when I select the paint tool and I pan it over my dragon, notice how it still highlights like the main face, but it doesn't highlight the lower jaw anymore. However, when I go to underscales, it highlights the main jaw now. So if I wanted, I could make the lower jaw like white, which we weren't able to do before. Sorry. So this was added to a lot of tribes, so now you're able to do stuff like this. But you can still make it the same color as the main scales if you want to. Like, I can still make it like gray. Like this, see? It just allows for a lot more variety. This is the case for every tribe, mainly the tribes that didn't have this feature before due to color limits. I don't really care about this morph anymore, but if I wanted to, I could like make the lower jaw the same color as the underbelly, like this. We weren't able to do this before, due to color limits and due to the lower jaw being part of the main scales. Or of course, we can also just make it match the main scale color. Previously, I was pretty upset that the leaf wing colors on the main scales were not light enough to make Nutmeg's lower jaw match her underbelly as shown on her ref, but now I can fix that. See? Much more accuracy. I can say this is it's a lot more accurate now, looks a lot better. If anything regarding colors is still weird, when the big update hits, things are going to be more consistent. For example, in this update, they tried to fix Leafwing saturation, but it didn't work in this version of the game, so Leafwings will be able to be brighter in the next update, in the big update. Before I end this video, there's one more thing I wanted to show you. I forgot to show it in the previous update video, and a lot of people were commenting and telling me about it, so I'm going to show you this time in case you aren't aware, which you probably are. To find it, you gotta go in Free Cam, and it's located somewhere under the map. It's very interesting. See that right over there? That's what I want to show you. It appears to be a small cave with no way in. It's surrounded by a magma material and has a fire pit in the middle. And the most weird thing about this is this. There's pictures of Scarlet coming out of the ceiling. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is about. This is really weird. Makes me wonder, what is this for? What is the purpose of this? Is this just a little fun little thing? Like, what is it? Because I have no idea. Anyway, that's all I wanted to cover for today. Big update is gonna be amazing. I just know it. I will continue to update you about these things, and thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.